What's up, y'all? It's Lene. Stay out the way every day, and I still did not come to play. And it's been a while since I picked up my camera. I was just like, after the last video I made and I edited the vlog, I've been out of it since. Um, Not a bad thing. It's just I've been focused on me. I've been going to work and taking care of my son, and I've been working out a little bit, trying to get back in the groove of things. Since I'm always being a mom, which is why we're here. I wanted to fill y'all in, talk a little bit about me, so y'all know that I have a 3-month-old little boy named Terry, aka Baby Prime. I had him April 30th, 2025. He wasn't due till June 23rd, 2025. So he came 2 months early. He was 7 months when he was born. And he was also born as a preemie. He was like 3 pounds when he was born. Then obviously, I was 7 months. So that means he was 3 pounds at 7 months. And that was like, a concern a little bit. So yeah, that's my boy though. It's just crazy because never would I have ever thought that I would really be having a kid. Like back in the day, I'm pretty sure everybody said, oh, I want a child, or I want to have a kid, or I want to have a little boy, I want to have a little girl. But like everybody has had those moments in their life, and I was like a kid saying this stuff. So I always wanted a kid. A kid though, not kids, a kid. But I've always wanted one, and what used to scare me was the thought of pushing out a baby, because like I look like it hurt for real. And it's crazy because I still don't know what that's like, due to me having a C-section. Then it was an emergency C-section at that. So yeah, I don't know what contractions feel like. I don't know what it feels like to have a baby vaginally. I don't know what that feels like. So I definitely, big ups to all the women who push their kid out. Strong, purity, you beautiful. I hope you live forever. So I just find it really crazy too. He out of all people, and I know like talking to like a lot of like like strangers, so that don't know me. So it's like I never thought that it would be me. Basically, what I'm saying. Like it was a whole shocker that it was me that was having a baby, and I'm still shocked. But I'm not gonna lie, like it feels pretty normal now that he's here. I only been doing this for 3 months, but it just feels so normal. I used to be a young man back in the day, so that's another thing, because I definitely didn't think that I would get this far, being that I was like one of y'all uncles out there. I was your dad. I was your daddy 3 years ago, really 4. You know what I'm saying? I was big bro like 4 years ago. So the idea of me pushing out a child was non-existent. Like I was just so against it. I didn't want to do it. I wanted kids, but pushing it out, making them like that, wasn't up my alley. Now, fast forward 4 years later, yeah, y'all see what it is. You know what I'm saying? I've been delivered a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I can't take the hood out of me, but I'm just not in my. I'm not in that masculine fat suit, okay? In masculine fat suit. But like, I could really go on for days about how I felt when I found out, because I found out at 8 weeks that I was pregnant, right? And it was just like all the signs were there, and like I was stuck between, all right, this is what it is, and nah, this ain't happening like that. And I wasn't like scared. I didn't do the face palm when I found out, because some people, you either gonna be jumping for joy or you're gonna be sitting on the side of your bathtub. You know what I mean? Don't act like you don't know what I mean, because you know exactly what I mean. You know what I mean, because when you had them 6 kids, you was sitting on the side of your bathtub. So I was seeing the signs. The number one sign that made me and babe be like, yeah, this is it. Because one, we both slept like babies. That's number one. I don't care what time it was. I could have 20 minutes before I had to go to work. What I'm gonna do for at least 10 of those minutes is go to sleep. And I had no problem going to sleep at all. And really, to be honest, I ain't even gonna lie, that probably was the only sign, because obviously there, the other obvious sign, wasn't no cherry Kool-Aid in the play. Yeah, we were just sleeping. So, it don't take much for me to put 2 and 2 together and actually get 4. You know what I'm saying? And then one day, I'm like, you know what? We finna take a test. I take the test, and it wasted no time. Now, not to get, too TMI with y'all, but, water falling on the stick don't help me. It don't do nothing. Like, I never was able to do that. So, I'm like, water fountain, with the cup, and then put the straw in there. You feel me? That's what I did. And it wasted no time. When those lines came back, they came back, and they came back bold. Like, less than a second, them boys came back. Just like, whoa. Like, it was crazy, and I wasn't upset. I was just more like in shock, because, bro, this is me. Like, you, my friend, are with child right now. We definitely talked about what it was when we found out. That's when we said, you know what, let's do it. He told me he was there with me through every step of the way, and he was. He still is. Definitely appreciate that. So, all in all, when I found out, I felt like I was on top of this world. I swear. And as soon as I did find out, and then like everything settled in, like, okay, we're about to be parents, I hopped in my mommy bag like immediately. Because it's like, okay, this is serious business. This ain't for fun. Like, this child is growing rapidly every single day. So then there's those thoughts of, all right, you got to take care of yourself. Not only do you have to make sure things are set in the outside world, you have to take care of yourself as a woman. So I'm thinking about what I gotta eat. I gotta make doctor's appointments. I gotta find a doctor, or an OB. I gotta find an OB, and that type of stuff. Like, it was so much to think about. And then, like I said, in the outside world, okay, you can't just be getting fired and be like, bump it. Like, you can't just be doing that. You gotta keep you a job now. Like, it's very, very important for you to keep a job. So I'm thinking about how much money I'm gonna put up, how much I'm gonna be at by the time I hit that goal. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking about so much, and it hit me that this is a lot of business that you're gonna have to take care of, down to getting the doctor. Then when the baby gets here, you have to go get their birth certificate. You have to, it's just a lot of stuff. Like, it's so much stuff to worry about when you're bringing a child in this world, especially if, like, because the only form of important business I ever took care of in this life is paying a bill. So a whole kid, that's insane. Like, I ain't never paid for nothing past the what, a DTE bill, a water bill. Now I got hospital bills. Now I gotta pay for food. I gotta make sure this baby can go to the doctor when he need to. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. Like, it was just a lot. It was definitely a lot. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to speak like I did not have help, because I definitely did. But, just as a woman in general, you tend to worry more than a male would. And then it's like, firstborn too, so of course I'm gonna be like going crazy. My experience being pregnant though, it was nice. Like, I'm not gonna lie, because most women that I might speak with or ask a couple questions on pregnancy or their experience per se, they always tell me something not bad, but something bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, prime example right here, because I have a lot of women tell me about their morning sickness and how sick they were overall, and how it might have changed their appearance and how it changed their attitude, how they just went on and on about their experience or whatever. But I didn't have nothing bad happen in my pregnancy. Well, let me put it this way: up until he was due, then that's when it started to get bad. Throughout, like from beginning to like almost the end, it was like a breath of fresh air. Like, I was so happy. And I'm not gonna lie, in the beginning I had me a little attitude on me, but we thought I was having a girl, but I didn't know that if you had an attitude like that, you were having a boy. And yeah, sure enough, he was a boy. But anyways, it was good. And I'm not gonna lie, it felt like the world was like centered around me. Like, and I know that sounds so self-centered, but like, when I was pregnant, bro, everything stopped for me. Like, it was just insane. Like, literally everything stopped for me. Talking down to being at work, like people having sympathy. And being pregnant ain't nothing like sad or nothing, but like people felt for me, because they're like, oh yeah, she's pregnant, so she can't do this, she pregnant. I had some people telling me I'm pregnant, so I'm not gonna do something. Like, and I'm like, and I be trying to tell them like, okay, I'm fine, I'm cool. But I do appreciate that. Like, I definitely appreciated that. My babe was on board with me. Like, he always helped me out. People outside of home helped me out. Like, it made me feel good. You know what I'm saying? People really cared for me. People care for me, and I love that. Now what I liked about being pregnant was the fact that I knew what I wanted to eat. I got a grilled chicken pita sitting right behind me right now that I just ordered off DoorDash. But this lighting was too good for me to eat it first. So I'm sacrificing the freshness of my chicken pita to make a video for y'all, because this lighting is hidden. Well, the sun going down now, but the lighting is still doing what it's supposed to do. Yeah, I was always hungry, but I always knew what I want. Because if you ask me what I want to eat now, I'm gonna definitely tell you I don't know. I'm not gonna know what I want. Okay, it's rare that I know what I want. Like, luckily I knew what I wanted just now, but any other random day I don't be knowing what I want to eat. So when I was pregnant, bro, oh yeah, I want Subway, I want Olive Garden, I want a fish fillet from McDonald's with extra tartar and extra cheese. Don't knock it till you try it. All you fish sandwich haters, y'all know what y'all could do to yourselves. But I'm not gonna say it. But y'all already know what y'all can do. Always knew what I wanted to eat. And being indecisive is probably like, not even probably, it is like one of my biggest flaws for me, because it uses up so much of my time trying to figure out something that, like, at the end of the day, It's like you're gonna have to pick, so just pick. It shouldn't be that hard, but it most definitely is that hard. I also liked how my stomach was rounded out. Like, that junk was so cute. And I could just be like so careless about how I looked when I was pregnant. Like, I was like the finest thing on this planet when I was pregnant. I'm fine now. Don't get it twisted. But when I was pregnant, I was fine. You know what I'm saying? So I could literally put on anything and rock out. Like, that's how good I had it. My face was glowing, you know what I'm saying? Didn't need no makeup, hair long, stomach rounded out. All I had to do was just get freshened up for the day, and I'm cool. Like, that's those were my top two: my appetite, and my stomach, my glow. Cause being pregnant did me some justice. You know what I'm saying? Not justice. It didn't do me no justice. It did me some good. Being pregnant was like the highlight of my life, for real. What I didn't like about it was, I'm not gonna lie, I got tired and was out of breath. Anytime I did something, I couldn't breathe. And especially towards the end, like, I couldn't breathe at all. I couldn't stand up for more than like 5 minutes. After that, I'm through. I tried doing the dishes. Back then, I was laid off from work, so I was just at home. So when babe would get off work, I'd try to have him some breakfast made. Try to have it done before he get home. But was unsuccessful because I felt the need to sit my black butt down. But I was pregnant though, and he understood, which is why I love him dearly. I do. I love him so much because he understands me. But that was about the only thing that I really disliked. I didn't really have any dislikes about my pregnancy because it was just so easy. You know what I'm saying? Now, I did throw up once, but that wasn't from like any type of pregnancy symptoms. That was just because I ate like something bad and it like got to me. But throwing up while pregnant ain't fun either. But you know, I'm a G. I'm a thug. You know what I'm saying? Thugs don't. We like that. All right. I'm not gonna lie. Having a kid definitely will change your life because I don't know. I guess you don't realize how much your life is different until you want to do something that you used to do. But I can't really speak on what I used to do because I'm still living life the same. The only difference is I tote around me a little pet sperm, you know what I'm saying? So my son's my road dog. So that's like that really don't like apply to me really because nothing changed. And like I would only be at the store. I was either at work or at the store. That's what I do now. Only thing is I gotta find somebody to watch my kid. And he's with his dad when I'm at work, and he's with me when he's at work, like right now. So, like I said, I don't know. And I find it fun when I'm going on little missions on my own, little solo missions, and I have to carry my son with me. I live for that because it feel like it's just me and him against the world. So, it didn't really change my life. But on a good, deeper aspect for motherhood, I feel loved. You know what I'm saying? I feel real loved. I definitely feel, if I ever said I was grown back then, I'm definitely I feel grown right now because I don't know, I always felt like once you push out you a kid, all that baby stuff, all that is out the window. You know, you wasn't a kid when you did what you had to do. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? So hold on, y'all, it's getting dark. I need some light. Sorry, y'all, it was getting, so I had to revert to old reliable, the Flash. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, as far as like, I think I was talking about how it changed my life. As far as like me partying and stuff like that, I never was a partying type. So that didn't change my it didn't change my life in that way. But how it did change my life, like I feel the responsible entering my soul. I feel the responsibility just is there. If it ain't there yet, it's getting there. Cause I'm definitely more responsible than I used to be. I feel like I've always been responsible, but just something about having a child that just makes it seem more. You get what I'm saying? I'm definitely still learning during this like experience, like because saving my money, I used to be good at that when I was like a little kid. Like $60 can go a long way. Today $60 will be spent in one spot. One place, $60 will be spent like in 2 seconds in one place, twice, 3 times. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still working on that, but it's getting better. Because in my mind, I know like, yeah, you just fresh into the game, but you know, eventually that boy is gonna start wanting stuff. He's gonna be asking for stuff. You're gonna have to pay for stuff. Just because that's a part of what he's gonna have to go through in life. Like sometimes you gotta pay for school, especially college. So unless he gets a scholarship, but my baby's smart, so I know he gonna pull through. But if I gotta pay, I should have been taking my black butt to work back in 2025. You know what I'm saying? So that's just one thing there. Other than that, it's been a good change to my life. Things are definitely different than what they used to be, especially between me and my lover. You know what I'm saying? We used to be able to, you know, just do stuff. You know, going to the movies is out the equation now because, you know, I don't think there's a rule that says you can't bring a baby to the movies, but it's not ideal. So now, for somebody that's like put up, and now you gotta ask, can somebody watch your kid? And that right there just be making me want to gag. Like, ugh, I can't do it. I just won't go. Like that's how bad it is. Like I don't know if I'm like stubborn, but you can't be leaving your kids with just anybody. Like you can't just be doing that. People crazy these days, and even if they ain't crazy, like I'm not leaving my kid with you. No offense, but like that's just me as a parent. And I don't mean to say it like that, but because there's actually some people out here that offer you help, that want to help you, but I don't know, bruh. If I can find a way to be able to do it on my own or on our own, then I will. You know what I'm saying? Then especially too, because say like my kid just not having it, and they crying. You not about to feel like my child is annoying or he bad or he do too much, cry too much. You're not doing that. So just to avoid all of that happening, I got it. Okay, I got it. It feel good though. I'm not gonna lie. It feel real good to be able to handle stuff on my own, because I have people ask me, you know, well, who's keeping the baby? And I'm like, me and his dad got it on lock. I'm morning shift, he night shift. You know what I'm saying? So in the mornings it's his turn, and at night is my turn, and I'm perfectly fine with that. Like we got it all under control, and I was saying this from the start. I'm like, okay, now I gotta find placements, because it's gonna be some times where either both or one of us is gonna need somebody to babysit, especially while we work. And I feel so accomplished that it's working out so good. Like I haven't had to leave my son with anybody. I mean, my aunt has kept him, obviously, because you know this is her first. Well, not obviously, because you guys didn't know, but I'm my aunt's first and only niece, and this is her first and only nephew. My grandma only has 2 grandkids. Me and my cousin Mario, which is her son, which is my auntie's son. So we you know it's first, it's first and or nothing. You know what I'm saying? So she gonna come get the baby no matter what I'm doing, and I do appreciate her because she be trying to take him off my hands, you know, give me a little break and stuff like that. Even when I don't need a break, she gives me a break. And she just love him. You know, my auntie love babies because she treated me like that. She loved me like that, so she gonna love her great nephew like that. And I love it so much. Like, I just think it's they little conversations they be having are just so adorable because she talks to him and she will talk all day. He just be looking until he fall asleep, you know. So I love that for them. Oh, this junk has just been like a crazy ride to me. And I'm not gonna lie, I can't even say a crazy ride. It's been an experience, let me put it like that. It really has been an experience, a good one at that. So I'm satisfied. I have a village, you know what I'm saying? I have a partner who wants to be there, who didn't say F me and that baby and got on, you know what I'm saying? He wants to be there. He wants to be by my side. And he loved that little boy. He loved both his boys. So, you know what I'm saying? It's just always a good time. It's always a good time, okay? Good vibes over here. Good vibes over here. I swear. But my overall experience with motherhood is a 10 out of 10. Like, I'd do it all again. Like, I definitely would do it all over again. So, I feel like I touched base on really everything that I wanted to speak on. I don't think I told you guys the complications I did have, because like I said, the pregnancy was cool, but when it came down time to have him, which made him be born earlier than what he was supposed to come. So like I said, he was 7 months in my stomach and he only weighed 3 pounds. So I had to do like NSTs and monitor his heart rate and stuff, but my blood pressure was like through the roof. So they ended up keeping me at the hospital, but my baby shower was coming and they said I had to be in there for 2 weeks until his delivery. So he was gonna have to come early regardless, but he came even earlier because I found out I had preeclampsia. And then they came next morning talking about, yeah, you have HELLP syndrome, so we're gonna have to deliver you today. And I'm like, bro, what is HELLP syndrome? And I still don't know what HELLP syndrome is. I think they were telling me that, you know, I was gonna be prone to like seizures and stuff. Basically, like I wouldn't have been able to handle the induction. So I had an emergency C-section, and I was like, what is going on, bro? Like it was just so much happening at one time. They came in the room and was just calling codes and babe sleep on the couch. So imagine being him, like fellas, like dudes, y'all. Anybody who was there with their partner when she was having a baby, and I know you had to sleep on that hard couch, and you go, but you know you got all the people coming in and rushing and stuff. I'm like, hey babe, you know, wake up, we finna go have this baby. And he looking around like, what? I'm like, yeah, bro, we about to go do this, like, right now. They rolled me in there, and it was just music playing. Like, I was just so jittery and ha 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 ha. Up until it was time for the epidural. Then, when we got to the epidural, I had a panic attack because I couldn't see them give me the shot in my back. I don't know. I'm not like everybody else. I need to see you putting the needle in any place of my body. Like, I need to see you doing that, because if I don't see you doing that, I'm gonna fall out. Like, I couldn't do it, and I knew that it was over from that point. Like, at that point when I was sitting there, it was just like, okay, yeah, you're not going anywhere. Whether you like it or not, they're gonna put this needle in your back. So, and in me being me, I asked for some water. Now, why would they be giving me some water during this important time, bro? It ain't the time to be drinking fluids and stuff, you know what I'm saying? You supposed to be having this baby. But I couldn't feel anything after that. So after they did the epidural shot, I was pretty much good to go after that. As long as I knew that I couldn't feel whatever they was gonna do, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't care what they had to do. Long as I'm still living, do what y'all gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Go take a lunch break and come back if y'all got to. You know what I'm saying? I'll be here. You know what I'm saying? That's how much I couldn't feel anything. And my babe sat next to me the whole time, bro. But yeah, that was a crazy experience. Like I said, I would do it all over again. If y'all have any questions about anything or want to know something, because I feel like I'm missing like a lot of details, but yeah, comment if there's anything that you want to know. So I'll answer. I'll make a video to this, a second part 2, but just to answer y'all questions. But thanks for listening. I really miss talking to y'all, bro. Like, it's been like a whole week since I picked up my camera, and I said I was gonna get up and make another video, but I want to talk to y'all. So all my ladies, thanks for listening. All my dudes, thank y'all for listening. Y'all goats. If y'all the goat, okay? Y'all know what I'm saying? The seed come from y'all the goats. All the dudes, if y'all was there with y'all girls throughout their pregnancy, you the goat, bro. You the goat, bro. Anyways, y'all, let's stay out the way, man. Stay out the way.